Okay, are we rolling? Good. So we're rolling smoothly now. Believe it or not, this is actually take two of this hurricane review. My computer wouldn't start. I had to walk it off, take my dogs for a walk. None of you guys care about this, but if I seem a little extra today, more than usual, it's not just because the Hurricanes, again, play like shit on the road. It's it's just like I could get into it. I'm just gonna pretend we lost this road game like it was any other game because you know how I feel about the Hurricanes and their road performances. And the videos are just getting repetitive, so it's even frustrating from I guess you could call me a content creator standpoint. It's just, yeah. I mean, it's just getting repetitive. Like I don't really know what else to say other than the fact that yeah, so onto the game itself. Carolina, I thought they had a really good start to the game. I'm like, all right, good. This is exactly how the Hurricanes need to start on this road game. And they play really well. They forecheck. They get like two great scoring chances. Shesterkin it plays like Igor Shesterkin. He makes two great saves. You got to accept that. Ronta lets in a weak goal immediately. Like, yeah, and then play continues. Rangers push a little bit off the momentum. Carolina kind of battles back and everything. They're getting scoring chances. Penalty. Ronta lets in another week. No, no, the penalty wasn't a weak one. Yeah, it was because it was a Benajet on the rush. Normally, I wouldn't blame the penalty kill goal on really anyone. It's just it happens. But Ronta has to save that one again. It was a shot for a rebound, and Ronta let it in. So Ronta lets in another weak goal. They're down 2-0, both off weak goalies, with Igor Shesterkin on the other side. And that was kind of the game. It was goaltending, and I hate blaming goaltending because Ronta plays very well, or has played very well this playoffs. I'm not going to blame the series on him, even in some road losses, but you can't give those up. And then the third goal, I don't think was his fault. But yeah, the third goal, goaltending change, absolutely necessary. You're down 3-0 with Igor Shesterkin and net in a defensive team. And yeah, then Carolina battles back. They make it a two-goal game. I'm thinking, all right, we're back into this game. Another weak goal by Peter Kochetkov. Granted, he kind of played this playoffs like he was fresh into the game, but it's a backhand and an awkward angle. You got to make that save. I don't care how dry you are coming into this game. Like you got to stop that. Plain and simple. So, yeah, Carolina, they that was kind of the game. They kind of gave up playing. They weren't forechecking. They were making some really bad passes with the puck. And they just they continue to struggle in on the road. And I hate saying it because it's just so goddamn repetitive. But it's ridiculous how they always find a way to lose the road. They come out strong. They have a perfect start to this road game, and then the goaltending lets them down. I don't know what else to say. They find a way to lose. And now they're going to another. They're leaving another game up to chance that they really should have won the series. They really should have. They should have won this series. Like same with Boston, they should have won the series. They had a chance to close it out. Now you're leaving it a chance, and this time it's not Olmark in net, or no, it wasn't Olmark. Whoever the Boston's backup was, I'm blanking on the name. Whatever. It's the best goalie of the regular season, probably second, third best goalie in the world in net. I mean, look, you're not in trouble till you lose at home. I know, yada yada yada, but you really need to close these games, and you need to win a game when you're wearing a white jersey. Oh, I hate the fact that I'm complaining about this again. It's so this isn't new content for people. It's just there. It's so obvious. I mean, they didn't play well. I mean, I think Ian Cole for that stupid penalty, he's taken two stupid penalties in two crucial situations. But Ethan Barron, I mean, he can't hurt you that much more. Uh, and then Marty Natchez, I'm just gonna be honest, for the first time in me covering Hurricanes hockey, I'm just gonna rant about a player. Because Marty Natchez, man, he hit a stretch last season where he was the best player on the Hurricanes, and then he kind of cooled down. He'd go through phases. But this playoffs for 2 playoff series now, I don't know why he's even in the lineup, let alone playing with Trocheck and Svechnikov. I get the fact that, Teravainen's been your consistent best player, besides maybe everyone on the third line. Sebastian Aho is our most skilled player, probably our best player, definitely the most valuable player we have in the lineup right now. And Seth Jarvis not far behind Aho at this point. Seth Jarvis has been phenomenal. That line's set. And then the third line is just a perfect third line. They match up well against the defenders. Don't split that line up. Been the best line for us consistently all playoffs. But I mean, put Max Domi up there, Kontaniemi maybe, put Patrick Stepan up there. I'd take Steven Lorentz or Jordan Martinook at this point. I know Martinook can't score a lot of goals, and he's just there as a fourth line grinder, which is fair, but that's his role and everything. And like normally I wouldn't agree with it, but he does more than Natchez has been doing. Like Natchez honestly might be the most invisible player for the Hurricanes. At least even I said Ian Cole should be taken out for Ethan Bear, but what's his name? But even he's done more than Natchez this playoff series. Like no one's done less in this playoff series, good wise, than Marty Natchez. I think. Like honestly, on the ice, Derek Stepan maybe, but he's only had like 2 games. It's just I don't know why Natchez is still having a spot in the lineup. He's just been invisible, and we need someone like Natchez to step up. Trocheck stepped up. Svechnikov. I think I'd like to see him get more goals, but he might yeah. Uh, I will say in regards to Ranta genuinely might be injured. Like I noticed he wasn't sliding across the crease, so maybe that's why his performance was like that for the game. But other than that, I was thinking that I should have touched on it when I ranted about or when I complained about the goaltending this game because I really do think it was the goaltending. I think if the goaltending is better in the first period, we potentially win this game. But when your goaltending lets in 3 weak goals, it's hard to score because I mean, down other than the weak goals, it's a 2-2 game. And instead it's 5-2, and Carolina really, even though Carolina did not play well this game, I think they outplayed the Rangers. But all the momentum was on the Rangers because everything the Rangers were shooting were going in the net. That's just kind of how it was tonight. Like everything the Hurricanes shot, like everything the Rangers shot went in the net for a while in the first 2 periods. And goaltending's got to be better than that. And I believe they will be on home ice. Like this isn't doom and gloom. Carolina has done very well on home ice and everything. Like I get it, but when you play Tampa, things have got to change on the road. Just plain and simple.